Today there was another terror attack in London. This was an underground attack. Now, the New York Times states this. They say Britain was hit by a terrorist attack on Friday morning when a crude bomb exploded on a crowded London underground train, injuring commuters, sowing panic, disrupting service, and drawing a heavy response from armed police officers and emergency workers. Hours later, the Islamic State claimed responsibility. Prime Minister Theresa May, or as they say, Theresa May, calling the blast a, quote, cowardly attack, said the government had raised the national threat level one notch to, quote, critical, the highest. The bomb exploded at 8:20 a.m. on an eastbound District Line train leaving the Parsons Green station in southwest London. Quote, this was a detonation of an improvised explosive device. Assistant Commissioner Mark Rowley of the Metropolitan Police, a top counterterrorism official, said at a news conference. He urged anyone who had seen what happened or had taken photos or videos of the bombing to come forward. The authorities immediately beefed up security around the transit system as hundreds of police officers and detectives combed the scene for clues. Officials said that 29 people were hospitalized, several apparently injured as panicked commuters fled. None had life-threatening injuries, and hospital officials described the victims as, quote, walking wounded. By late Friday afternoon, 8 of the 29 had been discharged. Quote, the train was packed, and I was down the other side of the carriage, standing up, looking at my phone, and then I heard a big boom and felt this heat on my face, said Natalie Belford, 42, a hairdresser and beautician who was on the train. Quote, I ran for my life, but there was no way out. The doors were full of people, and the carriage was too packed to move down. So, of course, a disgustingly cowardly attack that has happened in London. And if you recall, the Tories in the UK had actually cut down the police force with a massive cut. I forget exactly what the number was. I want to say something like 2,000 police officers were cut from the force. And there were blatant mistakes and poor vetting processes that were going on in the UK that we see. So when you don't have good vetting processes, this is something that's going to happen. It doesn't mean you should try to do something similar to what Obama did. Obama did a good job of bringing in refugees while also vetting very strongly. Then you don't have these kind of attacks that are happening while also helping out people who are in dire need of help. Support independent progressive media by leaving a subscription down below. Leave a like and share the video. Help us out on Patreon, or you can donate in other ways. Links are in the description down below. We are fighting Trump tooth and nail, and we will continue to do so with your help.